Hello and welcome to Let Go and Renew Yin Yoga. We are going to let go and renew by stretching the back of our legs, by laying on a block for our hips, by coming into straddle pose and fish pose and child's pose. So I am glad that you're here. I welcome you to roll out your mat with me and take a block or maybe two and a strap or scarf, anything that you have that can help you to enhance your yin yoga practice today. I'll meet you over on the mat. Thanks for joining me. Namaste. Let's start by putting a block at the end by the head of the mat, and we'll have a strap for our outstretched leg pose for hamstrings and the back of the legs and really the lower back area as well. So let's put the head onto a block or a pillow if you have close by instead of a block, and then we'll take the strap into the foot, in the middle of the foot, and feed the hands down and take the upper arms onto the mat, elbows slightly tilted out, and go and take your outstretched leg pose to your most comfortable place where you're starting to feel like there is a stretch going to happen. And we want to kind of stop right there. So we invite the muscles to be able to be passive and relaxed, and invite the connective tissue, the fascia, to elongate and stretch, and helping us to let go of any tension. Now from here, of course, the hard part is to be fully passive. Certainly the hands are holding on to the strap, certainly the right leg is up in the air, but if we can let our outer, heavier, bigger muscles be heavy and passive, then we are helping the connective tissue, the white-like structure, to stretch and renew and release. So we'll stay here for another 15 breaths or so. You can close your eyes. You can put some nice soft music on in the background, and just simply laying here, relaxing our jaw, relaxing the face, the shoulders, relaxing toes, and everything to follow. And we stay right here. Directing the breath to any of the tight areas. Another 5 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. And slowly switching to the second side, taking the left leg, the foot up into the strap, and extending the right leg forward. Go and put that nice pressure on to your left leg, extending it, holding it to where it feels like you're getting a good elongation on the back side of the leg. But it shouldn't be so much that the muscles are firing up, just right before them. And then sacrum is down, right leg is in Savasana mode, fully relaxed. Hands are certainly holding on to the strap, but then we do our very best to let everything else be passive. And after about 90 seconds, the connective tissue and fascia has started to get adjusted and elongated, and more blood flow. I like to keep them to about 20 breaths, about 3 minutes. Sacrum is heavy, lower back is neutral. Sweeping with every inhale up anything that does not serve us, that is feeling tight and causing tension, and exhaling it out and renewing that area with each inhale, with each exhale. Directing the breath to any of the tighter areas and letting it just kind of sweep in and sweep around any tension and lift it off. Renewing the parts of the body that we took to the yoga mat today. Another 5 breaths here. And one more breath here. And exhale, taking that strap to the side. We won't be using it again. So just kind of hoist it away someplace and then take your block that's behind your head and take that block underneath your hips. So we're going to lift up into bridge pose. You can have it the flat way or the medium way, and putting the block somewhere comfortable, further down towards the tip of the tailbone so that the lower back can get the elongation that we're looking for. Now you can do with bent knees right here, or you can do with straight legs. So you can do one leg straight at a time if you would like to. The arms can come up and over. You can find your elbows. You can straighten both legs out. We have about 20 breaths here, so come to any of these versions that feels good for you. If it's flat block, if it's a pillow, if it's a rolled blanket, or if it's just simply laying flat on your back and stretching your legs and your arms. Opening up into the hip flexors, opening up to lower belly, quads. Stretching from the front side helps to release into the back side. So we'll stay here for about another 15 breaths or so. Inhaling and exhaling. Gonna check over by the toes that they are nice and passive. Feet, ankles, knees, hips are supported. Muscles of the legs are passive and relaxed. Belly area is just lifted, elongated, stretched out. Bringing health and vitality to the digestive organs. Arms are heavy, shoulders are heavy. Another 5 breaths here. And one more breath here. Nice big inhale. And slowly release the arms to the side, putting your feet in to the mat. And from here, coming up onto the toes, lifting the hips up to the sky, squeezing the glutes and taking the block out to the side for now. Then we're going to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, putting the sacrum down, hands by the base of the femurs and getting a nice elongation for the lower back. And then we're going to tip over to one side and come to a seat for straddle pose. So from here, just taking our legs out in a comfortable position and nothing too wide and nothing too close. And if we needed to sit on a pillow or a blanket, then we'll do that. I encourage you to take your inner thighs wide back and apart. Maybe you'll take a block with you for your forearms and put your forearms on the blocks. Now, I highly suggest just to drop your head so that you can get that nice stretch for the entire spine. And the heavier the head is, then the more of a ripple effect for the spine you get for the whole pose as well. So take it either to a block or away from the block. Inhale and exhale. Getting a good full elongation for adductors, hamstrings, back of the knees, and the entire spine. A nice big ripple effect from the seat up towards the base of the skull. And we stay for about 20 breaths here. Come to the most comfortable place where you can feel that there is some good pushing and pulling, and then we'll stop right there and hold it and let it release from there. Another 5 breaths here, nice and heavy in the spine, heavy in the head, letting the muscles of the legs be heavy. One more breath. And then slowly bringing yourself up and taking the block to the back of the mat, or the front of the mat again. And either we take it the flat way and we're going to lay on it for a back bend and fish pose. So upper back is the middle, upper back is on the block, or upper middle, right below the shoulder blades. So we're not on the shoulder blades and we're not on the kidney areas. We're right up in that T8 to T12 area. And the head comes to the back of the mat. The arms comes out to the side. Maybe they come over the head, and the feet can come together and the knees comes to the side. And then we can hold on right here and getting a nice big full letting go and renewing feeling into the chest, the spaces between the ribs. Getting a nice full stretch for the upper body, for the lungs, for the circulatory system, renewing the vibrancy of our circulatory system. Hands can be on the belly, hands can be next to the hips. We stay for about another 15 breaths or so here. Another 5 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting go of any stagnant energy in the chest, the rib cage, spine. One more breath. And closing the legs. Taking the hands behind the head and slowly lifting off of the block. Hands by the knees and coming up to a seat. And then from here we're going to take both of our blocks with us to each side of our knees area, maybe further up, maybe lower down. Take them to either the tall, the medium, the flatter. Take your inner thighs wide back and apart, and then take the forearms onto the blocks and take them quite forward so that you can reach forward, sacrum out to the back, and then coming to caterpillar pose and closing up with our seated forward fold with the head heavy again, and getting a nice full back body elongation, really probably all the way from our ankles through the calves, through the knees, through the hamstring layers, seat, lower back, and up and around each and every place on this, really the whole back side of the spine. Head is heavy, breath is nice and long. Inhaling vibrancy, new energies. With each exhale, we're letting go of anything that's holding us back. Long breath. One more breath right here. And slowly making your way back up. And taking the blocks. Let's take the blocks underneath the knees for Shavasana. Take them at an angle. And you can put your quads, your hamstrings. So the quads are facing up, but the hamstrings are on the blocks. And then we'll come and lay ourselves down for our restful Shavasana, pressing the head down, adjusting the shoulder blades, and getting a nice full rest after our poses. Letting everything absorb into its rightful place and letting all the energies, maybe the chi that does not serve us, maybe we released it, maybe we squeezed it out through the meridians and letting it go. And then with each new inhale, we bring in new renewed energies for us. Inhaling and exhaling, exhaling and inhaling, letting go and renewing. Stay for about another 10 breaths here. Palms are facing up, fingers are curled. There's a buzzing in the feet, there's a buzzing in the hands. Energies transferring in and out. Slowly start to move your toes and your fingers. circles with your ankles, with your wrists. Welcome back to your body. After Yin Yoga and Savasana, bring the knees into the chest, tip over to one side, and come to a comfortable seat. You can sit on your blocks or take them to the side, and we'll close our practice together with one Om. If you would like to either sit with me or join me, use our voice and seal our body in one Om. Take your hands to your heart, hands together. Take a nice comfortable inhale. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel renewed and at ease with what you let go with. Sometimes we have no idea what it is, but the universe knows and helps us out. Sometimes we know exactly why we come to the yoga mat, to let go and renew our body. So I hope your practice was as juicy and comfortable as it felt for me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please, if this served you and you want to see more of this content, you can subscribe below, you can like, you can do all those things, and that will also help this video to go out and about on YouTube for others that are looking for the same thing. So thank you so much again. Namaste.